Great day. D Hudson here, showing you another technique on how to build your AI agents and some of your advanced AI employees. This is a master content creator that I built to show you the technique of prompt chaining. Prompt chaining is a technique where instead of you having to prompt multiple times to get the same results, you just chain these prompts together inside of an agent, so that you can turn 50 prompts, 100 prompts, 10 prompts into just one click. All right, so this is called prompt chaining here, and this is a content creation master. Prompt chaining allows you to be able to chat, and if we zoom out here, we can actually see all these links, all these modules here. So instead of us going and chatting each time, right, what this content creation thing does is, if I upload a transcript or upload some audio or upload a title or upload breakdown of some podcasts, right, it would receive the message, create titles, create keywords, create Facebook posts, create introductions, create questions, create key topics and bullets, create clip finder notes, and create a reel script, create LinkedIn posts, create Twitter threads, create threads by Instagram, and it also sends it directly to my website as a post that I can look at and edit. And it can also be more advanced by adding more and more modules. But if we click on just one, for example, like Facebook posts, create an engaging Facebook post to promote this podcast episode, starting with attention grabbing headlines, brief description, episode's main focus, highlight the key insight takeaways, right? This is the full prompt for just that one link, right? And when you have 10 or 20, I think this one has 11 here, to create 11 different pieces of content, and each one of these creates 2 or 3 or 4 by itself. So that really creates 30, 40, 50 pieces of content in just one prompt or one title, or in general, right? So that is the technique of prompt chaining, right? So matter of fact, let's see it in real action, right? All right, so when we see here, I'm gonna just give it one keyword, and when we use agents like this, you don't have to utilize them on the platform, but this shows a visual representation of what's actually being done. So this same agent could be used to form on your website, or Telegram, or WhatsApp, all those different things. Right now, we're going to use the chat message to be able to literally put one title in. We could upload transcription of certain files to just for podcasts. So we have a different agent that actually transcribes the podcast and sends it to this agent, right? So we're just going to use the word pod.
CFSD.
That's my computer on a full AI mode. So if you hear it talking out loud, right, that's what I put my computer on. So we're going to say podcasting.
Podcasting. SARD.
Podcasting startup, because I'm going to start my podcast up about building some of these agents and AI and tools and techniques on how to grow your business. So all I'm going to say is one prompt, literally podcast startup, boom. As we see titles going, boom. We see now it's going to the keyword GPT or chatbot, or this is a full agent comprised of multiple chatbots that communicate with each other. Boom, Facebook posts, boom, our introduction, right? It's going through creating it, all these have literally specific prompts, questions, right? It's going through creating questions, for interviews or podcasts, setting, transcriptions. So this is specifically for that, for one word. Sometimes it doesn't matter, right? Key topics and bullets, and it's generating stuff off of literally one, a few words, right? And it's going to the GPT each time that it's going down this line. So each of these prompts are being chained together. So instead of me having to go prompt each of these prompts with that podcasting startup title, if you're, helping people start their podcast, for example, I'm pretty sure it's gonna give you things related to that subject. Instagram's threads by Instagram, I could click each module to see what it's giving me. But what I'm actually waiting on, boom, at the end, boom, it successfully generated. As we can see here, the future of podcasts is being shaped. Such these smart companions to revolutionize how we create. The future is bright. Look at all this. Matter of fact, it's actually so much content that it created here. Key topics and bullet points. So all this is actually already on my website. But as we can see here, it's at least 5-10 pages between those things. And it also tells me where my actual post is. As a matter of fact, let's actually click our link and see. All we're doing is putting it in the URL.
2,175,383.
And I don't even think that's the actual post. Matter of fact, let's just click on our node. So if we click on this node, and we literally see here, this is more likely it.
2,175,383.
Boom. So we didn't actually change the title, and it's taking the title of the last thing we did, which is called Mob, Mastering Our Business. As we can look in here and see the title, we should have switched the title for something new incoming, right? But the title doesn't matter, right? The podcasting, right? We got, literally off of one title, all these things was generated. Timestamps. How do you even get a timestamp from one word? Right? We got key topics, starting a podcast, content creation, technical analysts, monetization strategies, promotional and growth, bullet points, optimal enhancements, quotes, definition and purpose, functionality, brief history, real world usage, brand storytelling, educational platforms, key takeaways, timestamp of something that never existed, right? Summary. All this literally off of one, one title, right? So that is what prompt chaining is, and it also is an agent that sends this. You can modify this agent to send it through multiple platforms. I prefer WordPress or my email to be able to automatically get this content. But if it's actual certain social posts, sometime like LinkedIn, you can actually send it to your social scheduler or directly to your, your LinkedIn, and things like, some of these, posts, Facebook posts, you can send them directly there, and things like that. So or creating, a blog post, all out of these things and send that to your website instead of, all these random content pieces, right? But to show what chain prompting is, this use case can be used for many things. It's just showing you one technique that's used to be able to build your AI employees, and when you build agents, which is different from chatbot. So instead of an agent is unsupervised, right? So, and inside of ChatGPT, you would literally have to prompt each of these prompts. The title prompt, you would have the keywords prompt. All of these things have a prompt inside of them. and so this just this prompt by itself for a Facebook post, you see it here. Launch your podcast dream today. In this episode, we dive deep because this is for a podcast content creation, AI agent, right? So to be able to create content, even though I gave it one word, it created these posts each by each. So in ChatGPT, you would have to actually supervise it. Each of these prompts, meaning you have to sit there and supervise like a baby. You have to supervise a baby, until they're, old enough to be trusted to be by themselves. So that's why a chatbot is considered a baby versus an agent, because you didn't have to sit here and babysit each of these prompts, right? You didn't have to babysit each of these prompts and keep, trying to figure out where you hid those prompts in your notes or, things like that. So to be able to, and, instead of manually actually putting, this as a blog post or putting this somewhere, is actually executing it to go exactly where you want it to go, and then it could be email as well. When you start building agents,
A-L.
Gmail, boom, 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 boom. Let me see, send a message. Where are we at? And this is send a message, right? Boom, boom, boom.
EFDRRNOIARFNION.
All right. So all we're doing is we're putting this as the message. We can actually put each of these in here by themselves. So boom. And all we're doing is literally taking each of these outputs that was already created, and we're stacking them inside of our email. So it's already connected to my Gmail account here, right? So then it's with the operations, it's a message, and it's gonna send the message, and it's gonna send it to me, and the subject is gonna be
ONEFD.
content. We're gonna call it HTML, and then we're gonna test the step. Boom, boom, boom.
Selection deleted.
Jason text. We just had a quick error on something. Maybe we put it in there twice. Alright, so we're going to test the step. Boom. And as we can see here, even on my phone, we literally got content. But if we go inside of our Gmail, boom, content. I only put a few of them in there, but boom, instantly we got content. So now when that next step happens, that I added this this Gmail, oh, that's the problem. It shouldn't actually be attached here, right? It should be attached here. So now boom, 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 boom. So now instead of having to have it on my website, boom, I also have it in my email. And it's showing you where it's sending the response. It also sends that to the chat, but a huge chat message full of 10, 20, 30, 40 pages of anything would be would be pretty annoying. So you save it, and boom, that is a lesson on prompt chaining and how, with just one technique on how to build advanced AI agents, which, in the future or right now are considered AI employees, that you can train, as we see, and cater them to do the things and the inputs and the outputs, and linking prompts and chaining them together so that you can prompt, 10, 20, 50, 1,000 prompts in a row. If definitely if anybody has 1,000 prompts they would want to prompt, I definitely would love to see that. So check out the next technique. Thanks you for tuning in on learning prompt chaining and how to make your AI VA CEO AI agent, stronger, better, and build better AI systems to be able to help you expand your manpower. Hey, I know you like the video. If you learned something, if you like the video, you like the way they flow, click the like and subscribe button so that you can be updated for more videos to come on AI tools, techniques on systems, and how to grow your business, how to monetize in the digital world.